We want our kids to get the best possible education, the best start, in the safest possible environment. So where do you start? Well, here in San Diego, you talk to Julie Lowen, our next guest here, President and CEO of Children's Paradise Preschool and Infant Centers. And congratulations, first off, on your schools being awarded a Tier 5 designation. Explain to folks what that is.
Well, the San Diego County Office of Education was awarded a contract from First 5, and First 5 believed that early childhood education was so important that they wanted to improve the quality and identify centers within San Diego County that have high quality. And so they put together a tier system, and it's tiers 1 through 5, and 5 being the highest that you can achieve.
And not all the centers out there are Tier 5 designated, so that's maybe one of the first things you want to look at. Now, I know that you and I have been sitting here talking during the break, so we're of like mind when it comes to giving kids the best possible start. Where do parents look initially? Do they look at the teachers? Do they look at the environment? I know both of those are important, but kind of start to help them weigh that out.
I would say there are 4 specific places that parents should look. When you walk into a preschool, the first thing you want to do is take a big whiff of air. What do you smell? Do you smell cookies baking in the oven? Do you see beauty and artwork? Where would your children spend the day? Could you spend an hour there?
Yeah, you know, I've always looked at it that way with my kids too, and you know, even up to the point now where my son, you know, is in college, he's got a wife and a baby, and they're getting ready to go back to school, and I'm helping them look for apartments. I'm still looking at it that way, going, yeah, I know they're college students, and they should have to struggle a little bit to appreciate everything, but would I stay there? You're right. I think the same thing. So that's a great question to ask. Would you be comfortable there as an adult? Now, in terms of vetting the teachers and knowing that these are the best people to be working with your kids, how do you do that?
I would say the first place to start is that a teacher who really cares about children has taken the time to understand developmental milestones. She's educated. I know the teachers at Children's Paradise, if they are a lead in a classroom, have a bachelor's degree or higher. That's really important.
Okay, so you start looking at credentials. Yes. What else?
I would say licensing requires that one person in a center have CPR and first aid training. At Children's Paradise, everybody has CPR and first aid training. That's a tiny step to take, but it shows that that center cares more to go above and beyond the standards that are required.
You see, as a parent, I would just think everybody on the staff should be certified, and
Absolutely.
They should all be prepared to handle any emergencies that come up. But again, that's just me, and I didn't realize that not all places were required to have everybody certified in something like that.
Absolutely.
So, the people that go above and beyond. And again, we're bragging on Children's Paradise today because it's kind of the model that we're looking at here today. Correct. You have 3 locations.
Yes.
You just opened the new one where?
We opened in Escondido on West El Norte Parkway. We're so excited about that center. It is so beautiful. You just have to come and see it.
Okay, so, and I know you're going to have an open house in March and have everybody come, but you tell folks come out anytime.
Absolutely.
Stop by and just and look and introduce yourselves and look around.
Absolutely. No matter where you live in San Diego County, if you want to see the most beautiful, highest quality facility available for your children, come and look at a Children's Paradise site. You will see things there, happening there every single day of the week that will just absolutely spark your imagination.
Now, here's the information up here, folks, and there's some phone numbers there, there's a website there, and so forth. But again, I really want to encourage you, come out and see for yourself. This is so important that you experience firsthand and really understand the environment, talk to the people and so forth. Boy, there was one other thing that I wanted to be sure and mention. Do you remember what it was?
Yes, I would tell you that the other thing to look for is what type of developmental tools does that center use so that they understand the developmental milestones of your child. Where is your child now, and can they communicate clearly to you where they're going to take your child in their educational journey? Super important.
Thank you.
You'll know how connected they are.
That's why I asked you. Okay, Julie Lowen, President and CEO of Children's Paradise Preschool and Infant Centers. Age category?
0 through 12. So we start when your child is born and provide incredible care all the way through tutoring and till they go into middle school. And sometimes kids even want to stay after then.
And I remember the last thing I wanted to mention too is, folks, even if you don't think you can afford it, because we've already talked about the cost of it, there's scholarship programs available, there's funding available, so don't immediately discount it and say, well, I could never afford that, because that may not be the case. So check them out, Children's Paradise. Thank you again so much for coming in.
Thank you so much. This is awesome.
Well, we're going to be looking into this again with the granddaughter before you know it.